Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Army of Snarkness. My name, of course, is Antoine the Great, and I've been joined by my wonderful co-hosts. Sitting on my left, if you thought Death rode a white horse, you'd be wrong. She actually drives a Shelby. And plays one hell of a mean guitar solo. I give you the fourth and final rider of the apocalypse, Death! How's it going, Sarah?
It'd be a lot better if you would eventually get around to taking me out on that third date.
Aha!
Oh shit.
Haha, yes. We can talk about this after the show.
You know, you've been dodging this question.
We have been talking in the hangout before the stream this whole time, and you could have brought it up. You want to bring it up while there are people watching.
Yes, because I'm hoping the pressure might actually get a goddamn answer.
Speaking of answers, you may have only seen him in your nightmares, or for some of you, your deepest, darkest fantasies. He's the creep he's the... Fuck this
Really?
up already. Yes.
Really?
He's
I'm
the
a creep?
Yes.
No, fuck you, Antoine. Fuck you and the horse fuck you and fuck Sarah Shelby. Fuck it all. No,
he's the
we're
shadow.
done. We all
He's
know
the
who I am.
shadow that creeps behind you when
God
you least
damn
expect it.
You motherfucking
I
piece of
give
shit.
you the man, the myth, and the marshmallow.
Oh, that's
Zach,
it. I'm gonna-
Drake, and Shade.
While you're
Trio.
sleeping, I'm gonna rape your dreams. I'm gonna shove my vampire dick in your dreams tonight. That's what's gonna happen, and I can do that. It's a thing.
Welcome to Dementation games.
You are a shit.
I am off my game right now.
Just a shit. Just one.
I'm getting the evil eye from Sarah, and it's
Like when you've eaten a lot of cheese and it just comes out like rabbit turds. That's you. One small rabbit turd. God damn it.
I can't help it. I'm getting the evil eye from Sarah because she wants to call me out in front of everyone.
At least I have chocolate milk.
Well, I do have my
At
hot
least
cocoa.
you have that.
Chocolate milk's good. Everyone should have chocolate milk at least once in their life.
Why are you bringing this up in front of everyone?
Chocolate milk?
No, the whole date thing.
Because it's delicious, for the love of fact. Why else would you do? Look, everyone knows that chocolate milk is clearly the best kind of milk. There are some people out there who say strawberry is the best, and those people are heathens who should burn to death at the stake.
I like mixing them both together.
You're a heathen who should burn to death at the stake. What part of this did you miss?
It's chocolate strawberry.
You're fucking weird.
It's delicious.
Die in a hole.
Alright.
Called me a creep, a stupid
Right
son
now,
of a
I
bitch.
could. I'm inclined to go with him.
What did I do?
Well, it's more like what didn't you do, but that's not really the point now, is it?
Alright,
Now,
while
I
this is
do-
going...
Motherfucker!
I was going to say,
Right.
while this is going downhill, we do need to say hello to the people who are here.
That's an excellent choice. So let me go back to the very top, and we'll do that. Ali Tora, congratulations for gaining weight the longest, but don't worry. By the end of the night, Antoine will be purring in absolute insanity. Hello, Lo-Fi. How are you? Nightbot, good to see you. He's always here. Moving on, Ben C, welcome to the show. After that, of course, there's a lot more of Ali and Lo-Fi probably having sex or something. Cinder Shadow shows up, followed by Ray Stone. Good morning to you both. What's up, Zah? Zah. It's fun to say. Cinder Shadow said some things that he'll forget for the rest of his life. That's Ben C. Damn Alien showed up. Hi. Damn Alien. Followed by Fermion. Good morning, Fermion. And we're now at the bottom of the chat. Also, Cinder Shadow's a piece of shit. He should die. Chocolate banana? No, go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself right in the ass with a chocolate covered banana. Disgusting creature. You humans are weird.
Strawberry is not disgusting, Ali, and date is none of your business.
Strawberry is disgusting. I'm sorry. Good morning, Fermion. Asshole. Strawberry is totally disgusting. And the date is that he hasn't yet asked Sarah on a third date. He just assumed it was going to happen, and Sarah was like, excuse me, these panties don't come off for nothing, bitch. So, I mean, it's going to happen eventually, I'm certain. If push comes to shove, Sarah will just walk into his room and beat him to death until he gives her the D. But, I mean, whatever. It's not really my problem, I guess. tonight, it's the Dementation games, which is, well, not my problem still, but it's everyone else's problem. Are you two ready?
I don't know. You don't have any links for me, so I am not understanding how we're going to be playing this. So you might as well explain the rules again.
Well, the rules are whatever I say they are, usually. But the whole point is that I get to rate you on just how sane or insane or whatever my whims are at that point in time, with points. You will score points. People in the chat will score points. Whoever reaches 100 points loses, because then you've gone completely insane.
If I remember correctly, you forced me to lose last week. Or last time.
That's because you're being a dick.
I was not.
I don't know, but it kind of looks like you're being a dick this time, too.
I was not.
Accusing me of forcing you to lose? No, you chose insanity.
Of course I did. I have a show with you for.
On top of that, you haven't asked Sarah on a date yet. That sounds pretty dickish to me.
A third date.
See, this is one of the reasons why I brought it up in front of everybody. It's because I knew the trio would hound you.
You know what? You get 5 insanity points to start with. Antoine. Just 5. I'm going to keep track of this, too, because you guys will try and cheat me. So, Antoine, ANTWON, space, 5.
Why did I get 5 points already?
For not asking Sarah out. That's clearly insane. Sarah's at 0 right now. Wait, you know what? Sarah gets 3 points because she wants Antoine to ask her out, which is also clearly insane. So 5 and 3. Antoine, you're still losing. The chat gets 2 points for watching this.
All right.
Okay.
So you want to finally go out on the third date?
Oh my god, it's not your turn right now. What the hell? Hi, Myth Cuttlefish. Good evening to you as well.
And where do you want to go?
That would be up to you to figure out.
Chocolatey. Did you know that black people don't taste like chocolate?
No, I didn't know that.
They just taste like everybody else's. I mean, the blood's always the same. You would think that black people blood would taste chocolatey. But nope, it doesn't. Just tastes like iron. Pretty ironic, huh? Huh?
Oh, dear God.
Huh?
Oh, God. Alright. Do you want a third date? I mean...
Why do you think I brought it up?
Well, I'm just asking because that means, according to your sister, that means we become, a permanent item. Are you...
Antoine gets 2 more points for stupidity. He's now at 7.
Fine. Do you want to go out on a third date with me?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Alright. I will figure out when the date is and pick you up.
That sounds good.
Right, so can we stop talking about your personal lives and get to my personal life?
Yes.
Thank you.
How's the crypt?
It's lovely, but my personal life right now involves the Dementation games, which we're supposed to be playing right now, but you're failing miserably to shut the fuck up and let it happen.
Sounds about right, yes.
Excellent. Oh, well, in your case, Sarah, it's more like he doesn't say anything and get it to happen. He just walks around with his erection hanging out. It's terrible. All 4 of his erections. I'm counting tentacles.
Oh, then there's a lot more of those.
Yeah, but he only ever shows 3 of them. Which is probably a wise choice for everyone. Uh-oh, Jesse Bug's here. Everyone hide. Alright, so, tonight's episode of Dementation Games will be mostly powered by you two, my players. And it's going to be awful. You see, I've noticed something very, very strange. Is that there are a lot of different things that get talked about when we do our regular shows. So things like third wave intersectional feminism, and MGTOW, and veganism, and fundamental Christians, and radical Islam. And it occurred to me that unless you're specifically in the know about those things, you might not know what they are. So tonight I've decided that we're going to go through many of these concepts and explain them. But, most importantly, the reason this is going to be fun for me, and not for you, is because you're going to explain those concepts from the viewpoint of the people who believe them.
No.
I beg your pardon, what?
That's the way the game is played. See, to understand the enemy, you have to be able to think like them.
Oh,
I
God.
can't turn my brain off that much.
Oh, God.
Yes, you can. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun right now. And then, of course, those of you who do best at it will be given less points. Or possibly more points. Depends on how creeped out I am by it. Now, because she doth protest too much, we're going to start with Sarah.
Oh, God.
More importantly, we want Sarah to explain pro-life. From a rapidly pro-life standpoint.
You are asking the Rider of Death, someone who substitutes for the Grim Reaper, to be pro-life.
Wait till you have to explain MGTOW.
Oh, God. Go on.
We're waiting.
I don't even know how to begin.
Well, first off, take a deep breath and place yourself into the strange mind of a fundamentalist Christian, evangelical, hardcore pro-lifer. It will require you to deny a lot of things like science and common sense, but you'll get there. Then tell the people in the chat why you think pro-life is the most obvious choice.
But I can't.
Yes, you can. You're capable, I promise.
You do have the working parts.
I do have the working parts to be female, but
I mean, the best part is that it's your uterus, so it's your opinion. And your opinion is that pro-life is the only choice. Please explain this.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, Jesse Bug. We mean rapidly pro-life. Like, there is no exception. It's always full term. It's a life as soon as the sperm hits the vagina. Go ahead. We're waiting.
I can't do this. I actually
Yes,
have
you
no
can.
idea where to start because I have never... One, I'm more or less, not... More or less atheist. And
No. Stop dissembling. Go with the flow.
you're asking the wrong person to do this.
Oh, no, that's exactly the fucking point.
Oh,
Do it, sister. You got this. You can handle it. We're saying, okay, well, Ali Tora would like to know if we're talking about pro-life or anti-abortion. I think Ali's looking far too deep into this because it's me talking. But hey, whatever floats the boat, I'll explain. We mean anti-abortion. Abortion being the work of the devil.
God says you have to carry the child to full term.
Yes, but why?
Because God said so. It's the woman's place to carry the child, regardless of how it happened.
Yeah, but what if she's gonna die?
Well, that's God's will then, isn't it?
So, like, can you pray about it, or should you, like, what if it's an ectopic pregnancy?
It's still alive.
Right, so you're saying that you have to kill the mother? Won't the child die too in the process? I mean, the fallopian tube's gonna burst before the baby ever gets to term.
God wills it this way.
Deus fault, huh?
My brain is actually starting to hurt.
Well, you're not doing a very good job arguing this. You sound very confused about your beliefs.
Because I'm not what you're trying to make me pretend to be.
Oh no, this is exactly what you are. We've already decided that.
I am not the empathic one of the group. I don't put myself in other people's shoes very often.
And you'll never understand your enemy. But it's okay. We're going to get you there. Cinder Shadow brings up a great point. What if you can't go to full term? What if the pregnancy will murder you to death?
Isn't that what you've already said?
We're going to make it very clear, though. What do you do then?
You suck it up and die.
This doesn't sound like the work of a loving God.
What makes you think God is great in all his ways? It doesn't matter what you
So
think.
he kills mothers and children?
Antoine, make this stop.
Victory is mine! You receive 5 points! The chat receives 5 points as well! Antoine, you lose 2 points for your giggling. That was great.
Alright.
This is not what you hired me for, Antoine.
We're talking to people. We're entertaining the chat. This is exactly what I hired you for.
Hey, Antoine, it's your turn.
Oh, God.
Yep. Antoine, you're going to tell us why third wave intersectional feminism is the best way to live from a male feminist ally's perspective.
I beg your
You may
pardon,
begin.
what?
You heard me.
You want me to pretend to be a soy boy?
I said you will explain to the chat and to me why being a third wave intersectional feminist is the best option from the perspective of a male feminist ally. You may or may
white.
you may or may not choose to also be a sex offender. That's your own personal choice.
Well, I mean, technically aren't all male feminists sex offenders that haven't been caught yet anyway?
I mean, that is the rumor, yes. But you're explaining what is the best viewpoint.
Oh, well, you see, the more chances, the more oppression... Nope, that's not from their perspective. The male-dominated patriarchy has a problem with other races and other genders. There's more than 2 genders, of course. There's about 76, plus growing. I mean, if you take my friend Riley Dennis, you could actually understand more about what they're actually trying to accomplish.
Yeah, but who would take her? I mean, she's gross and trans. That's disgusting.
Are you transphobic?
No, she's
a bigot?
Dick. I don't like dicks.
Well, that means you're bigoted.
Fuck. Why? Why does it mean I'm bigoted?
Because you don't want to give someone who's trans a chance.
Because I have a sexual preference?
Shame on you.
Is my preference bigoted?
Yes.
That's disgusting. You know, I think I'm gonna get on YouTube and make a very long video about this live. What do you think about that?
No, you shouldn't actually have it. Your bigoted viewpoints should not be allowed on any platform. How dare you shame someone for their sexual representation?
So why is intersectionality important?
Because it gives power to those who have been oppressed by the male-dominated patriarchy.
Okay, define patriarchy for us.
It's patriarchy. It's a male-dominated society.
Right. So what about, like, women CEOs and women running for president and women pastors?
Yes, that's wonderful. They actually broke through the glass ceiling.
But doesn't that mean there's no longer a patriarchy if women can be in charge?
No, because there's not enough equal representation. It's still the white man keeping everyone down. Did you know that women make 77 cents for every dollar a man makes? I mean,
what about Obama?
What about Obama?
Yeah. What about Obama? He was black and a president.
Yes.
Well, doesn't that mean there's no longer a white male patriarchy involved?
No.
But he was black.
So what?
Well, there
has been 45 other old white men.
Yes, but we also had a black one, which means black people can now allow to be that. So doesn't that mean that there's no longer a white male patriarchy?
Well, who's president now?
An orange man. I mean, again, no white male patriarchy there.
And look at all of the Democratic incumbents. They are nothing but old white men and 2 women.
And look at all the newborn Democrats. There's nothing but terrorists and socialists. I mean...
Did you just call Muslim terrorists? Are you Islamophobic?
I called Ilhan Omar a terrorist because she's a terrorist. I mean,
She fought so hard for her position. What is wrong with you? Stop being a racist.
Fight? Victim points?
She fought the patriarchy and won.
Well, Antoine's done much better at this than you have, Sarah.
He really has, and it's far more entertaining than trying to watch me do this.
I'm actually a little nervous because I think he might closet be a third wave intersectional feminist.
No, not in the least.
I don't know. So, Antoine, I award you 1 point because you actually attempted that. Sarah, there's not enough giggling on your end, so you get 1 point as well. Chat, you get 2 points for being forced to listen to it.
I don't giggle.
Sarah, it's now your turn. And, Sarah, I'm going to need for you to explain to the chat. And this is important, all right? I need you to explain to the chat why you're a TERF.
Why I'm a what?
A TERF. That would be a trans-exclusionary radical feminist. You can do it. Don't worry. We have faith in you.
If you all could see the look on her face at this very moment. It's like Pinoid being introduced to actual facts.
Don't worry, we're getting to that. Your time will come.
Oh, Cinder Shadow, shame on you.
No, you know what? Cinder Shadow just got more respect in my hand. So the chat loses insanity points. You're back to 5. Congratulations, chat. Well done, Cinder. You're saving your sanity one terrible comment about Antoine at a time. Also, Sarah, why are you a TERF? Damn alien's correct. Come on, you scruffy-looking TERF herder. What's up? Why are you a trans-exclusionary radical feminist? And why do you feel that other people should be trans-exclusionary radical feminists?
I'm not.
No! You're missing the point of the game! It's terrible. I'm giving you 2 insanity points right now before you even start. That's awful.
So, can I cut in real quick?
Please?
There was actually an article that came out today. So, the progressive left has gone so far to the left that TERFs are now joining forces with conservatives.
That's not the point. The point right now is for Sarah to explain why she's a TERF.
I'm just talking about something topical. She doesn't know what a
Sarah,
TERF is.
explain why you're a TERF to the chat. Trans-exclusionary radical feminist. Meaning you're a feminist who hates transgender people and says
Why
they're
aren't
not
they
part of your
my
movement. Because they're men.
Okay.
So, why do you believe that's the best way to go? Why do you persecute trans people so much?
What she means to say is men aren't women, though.
No, stop giving her lines, Antoine. You know what? You're getting insanity points trying to help her. You're now at 8, Antoine. How do you feel about this? You know what? I actually typed 68, so you're staying at that. This has no rules.
Clearly.
We're like Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
I really can't even begin to put my head into that space. I have no idea.
20 points. You're just failing left and right. The chat, you also get 20 points for failing to help her. I will address something in the chat, though. Jessie feels that I have said TERF because she's there. Jessie, I don't actually care about your presence. I chose TERF because it's an awful position, and I want to see people try to defend it. Duh. Antoine, we're back to you. I hope you had sufficient time for this one. Tell us why women are evil, MGTOW boy. Tell us why Sandman and DDJ and Pinoid are so correct. Tell us why turd-flinging monkey is spot on with his giant fuckable children with tits comments.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Do it. Do it. Support TFM. Tell us why it's the best way to be.
I cannot support TFM. I'm sorry.
Do it.
Look,
Nope. This is the game. Play the fucking game. Play the game, Antoine.
I'm going to.
Play the game, Antoine.
Women are evil because they vote only people who look good into office. They don't care about the politics. That's why I say repeal the 19th. Know what I'm saying? You have to actually get things in order. If you get them back in the kitchen where they belong, because of the fact that things like abortion rights take them away from those goddamn women, and they'll be able to be doing what they're supposed to be doing at home, taking care of the children instead of out working. A man's job is to work and gather, hunt, things like that.
I don't want to interrupt, but Myth Cuttlefish brings up an excellent point. Mr. TFM Acolyte, please explain copulins.
Corpulence? Oh, that's that buttery thing. That's that buttery scent you smell when you're around multiple women. It's actually a chemical that is injected into the penis that attacks the testicles. It allows women to control your brain. They can tell you how to behave, how to think. It's why I stay as far away from women as possible.
Excellent. And black semen?
I mean, that's what happens when you don't masturbate enough.
Ah, and so do you currently have black semen?
No.
All right.
I use a sex doll.
Now, Tom Leach brings what is point. I'm not going to take points away from you right now. Please explain hypergamist slut to me.
Hypergamist?
Yes, that one.
Oh, that's those are those gold digging bitches that just, pump. They are always looking for a bigger, better deal. They use a man's resources as much as they can, and then when they find someone who has more resources, they jump to ride his cock carousel instead.
Would you say that Sarah is a hypergamous slut? You're a MGTOW.
No, she's not.
Wow, you're gonna get points for that one at the end. That was you couldn't ride it all the way through, and I'm pretty upset with you right now. But I also want to say welcome, good evening, to Furry from Finley, a Myth Cuttlefish, Tom Leach, Mitzi, who is now finally here, and that's all. Welcome to here. We're doing crazy stuff and terrible things. So, Antoine, I reduced your points to 48, but I'm adding 2 for your failure to follow through. So you're now at 50.
You wanted me to ask her out on a date, and now you want me to call her a hypergamous slut. That's
Sarah,
that's counterproductive.
Sarah, for not reacting, you're going to gain another 20 points. Unfortunately, I forgot how many points I had on there before I gave you 20, so you're going to be at 45. The chat for enduring this will now be at 40. So far, Antoine is the most insane, but only by 5 points. Sarah, we're back to you, and this is a bonus round. Not the bonus round, but a bonus round. Antoine, what would you like Sarah to explain? Dun 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 dun.
Social justice war? No. Why women are oppressed in video games?
Sarah, you're now Anita Sarkeesian. Educate us. Come on, Anita. Tell us garbage human beings why we should stop ogling women in video games. Is she whimpering?
She's muted.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Please, Anita, educate us garbage humans.
First, I have to ask, where does anyone get the idea that women are oppressed in video games?
So, stop it! You're killing the narrative!
Well, I'm curious because I don't understand it. They're usually portrayed as one of two things, either absolute badasses or eye candy.
Look,
and
you don't
more
have
often than
to,
not, they cross...
You don't have to understand it to be able to defend it. That's... Common sense is not the strong point of the far left.
Just go off of what you've heard.
Well, I mean, yeah, because the Sarkeesian doesn't play any games.
Women
She thinks they're gross.
Mm-hmm. Like men.
Gross. Women are portrayed purely for the male gaze. They're dressed in skin tight or scantily clad.
Hold on, are you just copying word for word that stupid YouTube video?
No.
Are you going to talk about the male power fantasy now, too? Come on, you have to bring it from the heart and soul. Take a deep breath. Come on, breathe with me. Breathe in.
Stop sniffing my hair.
It's delicious. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now, from deep within your heart, your terrible, terrible, man-hating little heart, tell us why women in video games are oppressed so much. You can do it, Anita.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
You can do this, I promise.
All right,
Tom Leach says, easy there, Vampire Biden.
You fuck off or I'll shoot you in the face like Dick Cheney. And you know what happened to that guy, right? After they put his face back together, they made him apologize to Dick. And you know how you apologize to a dick, right? From the knees. Now, Anita, we're waiting on you.
I'm trying.
You can do it. We have absolute faith in your ability to be absolutely not good at this.
I can track a soul across dimensions, but I can't quite short-circuit my brain enough for this.
Well, here, I will help you.
Please.
You ready?
No.
Oh. Well, just hold very still, all right? I'm just gonna poke you in inappropriate places.
You touch me, and I'm cutting it off.
Ah, I think you got into the appropriate man-hating state. Feed on that.
I don't necessarily know that it's man-hating, but you're high on my list right now.
Antoine, you should also poke her in strange places.
If he does that, show's over.
Oh my. What? I don't think I want to know why that's happening. Moving on.
She likes it when I poke her in strange places.
Look, the point is you have to try to do this, or else it's already horrible, and I have to give you more points. You can do it. Stop fighting it. The chat gains 50 points for having to listen to this. The chat's now at 90.
What am I supposed to be doing again? I've gotten distracted.
You're supposed to be explaining to us, Anita, why women in video games are oppressed.
Because they're there for two purposes. They're there to be decor for men to oogle in all their disgusting patriarchal ways, or they're there to be helpless, victims. They're not respected at all.
But why is that bad?
Because women are more than that. They're better than that.
In what way?
We're female.
Can you prove that?
Have you met any females?
Many,
should answer
but
that quite a bit.
But can you prove that you are in fact better than men? Is this a biological or a simple emotional mental state issue?
I can't do this. I really can't.
Well, you just gained points. That's very depressing. Sarah's now at 60. You know, but Sarah's now at 460 because I forgot to delete the 4. You haven't lost yet, though. The game's not over, so you could come back.
If she's already over 100, that means she lost.
Yeah, but you can come back from that. The game's not over yet. We have another whole hour and 15 minutes of this. And now, the bonus round continues. Sarah, what would you like Antoine to represent?
I have no idea. You sprung all this nonsense on me.
No, that actually works. That works really well. Antoine, I need you to represent a college student who believes only what they're told and is constantly confused about anything that has to do with reality.
All right.
So, how do you feel about Donald Trump's financial policy being a student in Berkeley?
What's the financial policy?
His financial policy. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's horrible.
Why?
Because Donald Trump is one of the worst people out there. Did you know Donald Trump is bankrupt? He's gone bankrupt like 18 times. That's why he doesn't want to release his tax returns. You know that, right? Because then we'll see he's a liar.
Where do you hear that from? Like, have you seen reports?
Well, I mean, I heard it from BuzzFeed.
Oh, is BuzzFeed a reliable source?
Of course BuzzFeed's a reliable source.
What if we told you that Bernie Sanders wrote Donald Trump's financial backers? Like, he wrote the whole paperwork and everything.
I didn't know that.
Would you be confused?
A little, yeah.
Are you worried about the fact that there's dihydrogen monoxide in our water supply?
Well, yeah, that's horrible.
You know, it's a waste product of nuclear power plants, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's in everything.
And I think that it's wrong. I think that they should, they should be trying to find ways to clean it up.
How do you feel
about doing this?
How do you feel about women's suffrage? Should we end that?
Of course we should end women's suffrage.
And I think it's a pretty terrible thing, right?
It is.
I mean, should any woman have to go through suffrage?
No.
All right, would you like to sign a petition saying so?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Antoine. You can put your brain back in your case now. Antoine loses points for that sterling performance.
Thank
that
you
was
very
lovely.
much.
He's now at 40. Sarah, the judges have chimed in. You've been readjusted to 60 points. You unfortunately gained 5 for being completely confused by that. The chat, you went insane long ago because you're watching this show, so I just wrote insane by your name and called it a day.
I honestly have no idea. What? I wish you had told us this was what you were planning on doing, so I could at least have had some time to prepare, because I have no idea most of what you're talking about.
I wish one of you had texted me and reminded me that it was my day.
I've reminded you it was your day, like, last week.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. I mean, seriously, I can't remember the last time I peed. I have actual brain damage, or did you forget that?
We told you to stop feeding off the meth heads.
Well, you know, they're delicious. They're spicy. Now, moving on. Sarah! Jesse Bog has a very interesting comment, and I'm going to go with it.
No.
Sarah, please tell me why Donald Trump's build a wall policy is the best policy of all time. And by the way, you live in Florida.
I don't have enough meth in Florida.
Shut up and do the kid. You can do it. You got this. We have faith in you. We have faith in death. I mean, they say that death and tax are only certainties in life, so come on.
Well, the taxes thing is kind of fluctuating depending on where you are in the hierarchy.
Yes, but you support Trump, so stop worrying about it. Now, why is building the wall the best policy, Mr. Florida woman?
Mr. Florida woman.
I'm trying to be polite here. It's ma'am.
I hate you.
Not yet, you don't.
No, I hate you.
Oh, yeah, well, hate me while you explain the policy.
Okay. So, it's the best thing in the world because it will keep the dirty Mexicans out of our country. It will help slow down the drug trafficking and the illegal immigrants that are coming across and raping our women. And some of our men.
Are you worried about being raped? By immigrants?
Everyone knows it's why immigrants come here, is to rape people and steal our drugs.
Mexico's not sending us their best, huh?
No.
So would you define Mexico as a shithole country?
Yes.
How would you define your average Mexican? Like, what words use descriptors? Be honest.
Beaners.
Oh my.
I hate myself so hard right now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I hate myself.
Sarah gets another 10 points. She's now at 75. Antoine, you've lost another 5 points. Well done. The laughter is great. Sarah, you have to learn to laugh at these things. If you internalize them like you're doing, you're just gonna get worse. Chat, as always, you're still insane. Now, while Antoine, I see you're in a great mood. Tell us why Hillary Clinton is the best candidate for 2020.
She's not running in 2020.
Antoine, nobody cares of whether or not she's actually doing that. Tell us why Hillary Clinton is the best candidate for 2020. You've voted for her every election for the last 4 elections. Tell us why Hillary Clinton is your best choice.
Because it's 2019.
Fuck, you got me. That's a good answer. I'm going to give myself some insanity points for that one. Zach, semicolon 10. All right. That doesn't ever happen. It's like premature ejaculation for a gigolo. Just awkward as fuck. Well played. The Justin Trudeau answer. I'm all for it. All right, and now we're back to Sarah. Sarah, I know haven't been doing great at this, but we're gonna go ahead and ramp this up. All right, are you ready?
Oh dear God.
I know you've got this one in hand. I need you to explain to Antoine. Explain to Antoine why eating meat is scientifically invalid.
One more time?
Explain
You're
to
a
Antoine
vegan.
why eating meat is scientifically invalid for humans. You're a vegan. Tell us why science supports your views.
I quit.
You can't quit. We're not even halfway through.
Come on, Sarah.
No, I really don't know how to answer this.
All right. Fine then. Antoine, you explain it then.
Explain why eating meat is a horrible thing.
I just
Why
hunt
it's
them
scientifically
down.
invalid.
I don't understand them. I don't have to. I just have to kill them.
Why is eating meat scientifically invalid and obsolete for humans?
Because you don't need to actually eat meat.
But why?
Because you can get everything you need from the plants around you. You know, the reason why you shouldn't be eating meat is because of the farms and the dairy industry. You understand that doing all of that, it makes it so that do you know what they do? They have to create more cows for it. So things like that just make it horrible. They fart and they put methane gas into the air and it destroys the ozone.
Excellent. I award no points to anyone. This has been an interesting thing. Sarah, speaking of methane gases in the atmosphere,
Why are you speaking again?
I'm going to need you to do me a favor. Speaking as a staffer on the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez line, I'm going to need you to explain to me why the Green New Deal is the most effective way to handle global issues.
I have to know what that is first. I don't.
I'll give you a moment to Google it. While you Google it, Antoine, this is from Jesse Bug, and I like it. Please explain why banning Muslims from the country is the best option.
Why it's the best option? Well, because we have to keep the terrorist assholes out of our country. Do you know what they do? They come in, they form Muslim rape gangs and go around and rape 14,000 women over the last 4 years. You know, it's not something that we want to have happen. You actually want people not to be afraid of them. I mean, listen to the police. The police will not even arrest these bastards.
Hold up. I think Jesse probably misworded that because, I think most of us are totally okay with banning violent Muslims from the country. This seems to have been a misnomer.
I was going to be doing my Sargon rant, and you just completely threw it off.
Well, yeah, because you weren't being funny. You were just being realistic.
I mean, he is running for an MEP.
And he's better than Hillary.
Look, to be honest, a damp tea cozy is better than Hillary.
But to make this back more into the funny crazy, please explain why you wouldn't even rape Hillary Clinton.
Well, I mean, there's not enough alcohol in the world.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but you wouldn't even.
Yeah.
But isn't that a terrible thing to say?
No.
But you just said you wouldn't even rape her.
Yeah, no, it's not a threat.
It kind of sounds like, it sounds very violent, sounds very vicious. I mean, it's a rape threat, clearly.
Trio, I promise not to rape you. I promise I wouldn't even rape you either.
Now I feel like I'm being threatened with rape. Sarah, have you looked this up yet?
Yes, it's utterly ridiculous.
Excellent. So, please defend it. As a staffer from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's party, go for it.
It would allow us to fix the climate change and social inequality. Stop laughing.
I need you to try this with a straight face, Sarah.
I am trying to do this with a straight face. I just want to hurt myself.
Sarah, with inflection, with passion, you are a true believer. There are 12 years left for this Earth to survive unless we fix the Earth planet with your Green New Deal. Come on, Miss Cortez. You can do this. Save our planet. And then tend our bar.
Tend the bar?
She was a bartender.
Oh. I didn't know that.
At least
Now
that's
talk
what
me
she
about this
bragged.
Green New Deal and why I need to stop the cows from farting. I'm listening.
Well, it would, in one fell swoop, correct the inequality of the classes by providing major job opportunities in the process of repairing and upgrading our infrastructure, upgrading our energy to green energy. Uh, what else does it say here? Hold on.
She really does sound like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, that was more buzzwords in one sentence than actual words.
You're not wrong.
Priority would be given to low-income families, people of color, and immigrants. It would turn primarily towards smaller companies rather than large corporations.
Okay, hold up, stop. You believe in this.
No, I
This
don't.
is
I'm
no.
not an actress. At what point did I sign on to be an actress?
Wow, man, you're just gaining even more points here. Sarah, you're now at 60.
I'm fine with this.
You were at 75, but somehow you lost points. I don't know how.
I'm
I
so
don't keep
fine with
track
it.
of the points all the time. They suddenly change every once in a while. Antoine, we're back to you.
All right.
All right, and I need you to explain to me, as a Venezuelan national, of the upper class, why is socialism a good thing?
Oh, because I can have empanadas whenever I want.
I mean, like, what has socialism done for your country that's made it so much better than America?
Well, we have everything that we need. I don't understand why you're upset about these.
No one's upset. We're merely asking you to defend socialism on a global scale.
Well, I mean, look at Denmark. Denmark works just fine.
I'm pretty sure Denmark requested that Bernie stop calling them a socialist country.
And I'm not Bernie Sanders.
Well, we can tell that. Otherwise, you'd be telling us that food lines are great.
They are. Have you not seen the people lining up for food outside my house?
Are you going to tell me that's a good thing?
No, I mean, it's a good thing that they're,
Oh no, he said it.
It's not a bad thing.
What about the starving people in the streets?
They're not starving in the streets. They're just trying to lose weight.
Aggressively?
Why not?
I don't know about that. Sarah, we've got one for you that I think you can actually handle this time. I don't know if that was a pleasurable sigh or a painful one.
Painful.
I mean, pain and pleasure are the same sides, two different sides of the same coin,
this is
right?
just painful. What is it?
All right. So, as a college student from Berkeley, California, tell me why communism is the best way to handle the world's problems.
What?
As a college student in Berkeley, California, tell me why communism is the best way to handle the world's problems.
Everyone will have everything they need. The government will make sure that there's an equal playing field. No one will be wanting because we'll all have the same stuff.
Sarah, you sound like you're asking me if that's the case. I need you to believe in this, all right? The way this game is played is that you have to be this person for a little while. And
Can
I'm
we
very
go back
upset.
to the point where I very firmly told you I'm not an actress?
You're just not even trying anymore. It's really depressing to me.
I really don't understand why you're asking me to turn my brain off. I'm not Antoine. There's no switch. I can't unplug it.
She's getting angrier and angrier. You know what that means, right?
The dementation is working.
Totally working. I wish we could turn up the gain of her mic so we could hear her whimpering.
I'm not whimpering.
Not fucking yet.
I'm going to start beating my head against the table.
Well, we'll listen. Don't worry. Go ahead, Anita. Bang your head against the table.
Antoine,
Yes, darling.
you did this to me.
Speaking of which, I need to hand out points. The chat, you're still irredeemably insane. Antoine, you're at 40 for wanting to put your dick in this. Sarah, you're now at 65 for continuing to fail to play the game. And I myself am currently fluctuating somewhere in the realm of ih, which is spelled I-H.
Somewhere in the realm of eh.
Which is spelled I-H and has no real meaning, but should be understandable to everyone.
All right.
All right, Antoine, we're back to you. I'd like you to explain to us, as a student from a college in California, pardon me, why, and this is important, why socialism has never worked before.
As a student from California,
Yeah, Berkeley.
they don't believe that.
Do they?
They believe that socialism is the only way.
Yes, but it's never been done right?
Yeah,
Why?
because it's never been tried. It's never been tried correctly.
But why?
Because there's not enough people actually trying to do the government programs.
But why?
Stop being a racist.
That was well played. I approve. That was good right there. Real socialism, not even once. All right, we're back to Sarah, and now, no, this is a bonus round. Bonus round. Antoine, you are a man from the north. Sarah, you are a man from the south. Antoine and Sarah, please debate why slavery is a good or a bad thing.
Wait, I'm from the north?
Yes.
Oh.
You know, most people in the South didn't own slaves.
Oh my god, I should have been going with the program. I'm trying to get you to say bad things about black people. Get on with it.
Why? Why do you
because-
want this?
Because it'd be funny as fuck. Now please defend slavery.
I am going to burn in hell. If I ever actually die, I'm going to burn in hell.
Don't worry, I have a chair there for both of us. Now, like I said, get to defending slavery already. If it helps, just remember David Duke is your hero.
Oh, shit.
You have a picture of David Duke and General Lee shaking hands on a velvet in your office. You can do this.
Oh, shit.
Supply and demand according to Cuttlefish? I don't know
Don't
what
look
they're
at
talking about.
Cuttlefish. You tell me why slavery is a good thing.
It makes those lazy darkies actually put in a good day's work.
This has been well worth the effort.
I am
Antoine?
sorry.
Rebuttal.
Anyone of color who's watching this.
Antoine? Rebuttal.
I think what my good friend from the south is trying to say is, do you want to know why aspirin is white? You want it to work, don't you?
No, hold up. You're supposed to be not defending slavery.
No, not everyone from the north thought it was a good idea. I'm playing one of those.
Oh god, no. You're supposed to get with the program, dick!
You want me to say bad things about darkies? I'm going to.
No, I want you to say good things about non-darkies.
About non-darkies.
Or about darkies. I don't care which, but you're supposed to be against slavery. Come on, hurry up with this.
You know, they do put in a good day's labor. The Shadow Smurfs have a lot
God damn it! Well, we're just gonna scrap this one. That's a terrible idea. Moving on. Antoine, we're back to you. That was terrible. Antoine, from the perspective of a militant male ally of BLM, white male ally of BLM, I would like you to explain to us why digital blackface is a problem and what it is.
It's a problem because all of you white honky bastards have no sense of humor and you steal everything from black people's culture, just like they did in back when Hollywood was first new, they couldn't get their own ideas out of their own asses. So what did they do? They decided that they were going to start stealing from black culture.
So what is digital blackface?
Digital blackface is when a white person uses a black person meme.
So, like, if I use, like, a Chris Hart meme or something?
Yes.
Or Kevin Hart, I mean? Or a Chris
See,
Rock meme?
You can't even get his name right. That's why I know.
Well, no.
That's why I know you're just a racist.
Because he's black and I don't care.
Racist.
I think they call them bush crickets where I'm from. Alright, Sarah, we're back to you.
Please no.
Yes! There's no end to this. There's another 52 minutes of this game. 52 long minutes. But don't worry, you can do it.
I hate you.
So, Sarah, you're a woman of Asian descent. And you've seen... You are for the purpose of this game. Shut up! You're a woman of Asian descent. It doesn't really matter which Asian country, just Asian. And you see a high school girl, white, blonde, blue eyes, wearing a kipao, a traditional Oriental dress, to her prom. Please explain why this is cultural appropriation and why you have a right to be offended.
But it's not. Oriental culture...
God damn it, shut up and answer the question!
Oriental cultures enjoy sharing their culture.
You just call it Oriental. That's incredibly racist. You're already failing at this. So again, as an Asian woman of Asian descent...
It's not cultural appropriation if we're busy sharing our culture.
But
so
you have
fuck off.
She's not even playing the game anymore. This is so wrong.
Yet you're enjoying it nonetheless.
I'm
You just mark me as insane so I can lose this game and move on.
Oh no, so your sanity is actually making you get less points.
God damn it.
You're now 45.
Look, Sarah, Cuddlefish has the correct way of dealing with this game. You have to think like an SJW.
I still have a brain.
Antoine's at 52.3.
Why did I get the point 3?
Well, you've been cackling more and more insanely as this has gone on. I'm just adding decimal points now for every one of those cackles.
Oh, well, it's pretty entertaining.
Also, I've progressed from to mech, which is spelled MECH. Antoine?
Yes.
Please explain why free will and equality of opportunity should be removed in order to allow the government to define equality of outcome.
Say that one more time?
Please explain why things like free will and equality of opportunity should be removed to make way for government-enforced equality of outcome.
Oh, because everyone needs to be equal. Women make 77 cents to every dollar a man makes. On top of that, every black woman makes 68 cents. Every Mexican woman makes 55 cents. And every Asian woman makes $1.25. So the problem... Sorry. The problem with it is that there need to be more female CEOs.
Because that will solve everything?
Yes.
Wait, but how does that... okay, what does that do with equality of outcome, though?
Fuck if I know.
Well, the question was, why should we remove equality of opportunity and free will in order to, in exchange for government-enforced equality of outcome?
Oh. Equality of outcome is the best thing for everything in the world.
But why?
Just because.
Yes, but why?
Everyone needs equal representation, you fucking racist.
Yes, but equal outcomes. Why is this important?
Because it's equal opportunities. That's what equal opportunity is supposed to bring, and there's not equal opportunity because this is a fucking patriarchy.
Equal opportunity mainly means that everyone has the same starting chances. Not the same end state. You might have the same opportunities and not take them. So why is equal outcome better than equal opportunity?
Because it is.
But if everyone has the same exact outcome, then no one will try to excel. Doesn't that mean your culture stagnates?
No, everyone's equal.
Yes, therefore no one's trying to excel, because no matter what you do, everyone will be the same. So why would you try? No innovation, no invention, no discovery. No matter what you do, everyone will be immediately governmentally made the same. So why make an attempt? Doesn't that mean your civilization dies?
No,
Why not?
because I said
Because
so.
everyone is happy and content.
I think Sarah actually can answer this one even better. Sarah,
Hmm.
what do you mean by happy and content?
Well, everyone has everything they possibly need. Everyone is equal. They are on par with, women finally taking their rightful place in this world.
Yes, but doesn't adversity breed strength?
There's no need for adversity.
Well, yes, but I'm
Everyone is
saying
equal. Everyone has got the same thing.
yes, but almost all discovery and invention is based off of humankind trying to overcome things. So if there's no longer need to overcome anything,
Then
doesn't
there's no longer a
humankind?
need to fight. There's world peace. See, it's just better
But
for everyone.
then doesn't humankind stagnate because there's no longer invention or discovery?
Everything is perfect. Why do you need to change it?
So it would just be a really, really, really gray world.
Everybody likes grey.
See, you do this one much better than you do the other ones. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
depressed now. I've gone from meh to just plain old meh. That's very sad. I've lost my C. All right, and we're back to Sarah now. Sarah,
do we have to be?
I have a special one for you now. This is a good one. Please explain to me why you, a college student, should get a minimum wage of $15 an hour.
Because everyone deserves a living wage.
Why?
Because I'm going to school and I'm working, and everyone who works deserves to have a good life out of it. They should be able to afford necessities such as housing and food and medical bills and things.
So, do you think $15 an hour is going to be enough?
It's better than $7 an hour.
But is it going to be enough?
I don't know. I'm a college student. I haven't ever been out in the real world.
Oh no, she quit playing again. Antoine, back to you.
All right.
Tell me,
I was playing.
should we have open borders from the perspective of a roughly 19-year-old student from California? Again, probably Berkeley.
What is your hatred towards Berkeley?
They're communists.
Not
Fair
wrong.
enough.
I really don't like communists. Antoine.
I think you short-circuited him. Here, let me
You
wake
wa-
him back up.
You want me to explain why open borders is a good thing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. I honestly don't know if I can actually answer this one because I don't think open borders is a good thing.
Oh no, you can do this. Don't be like Sarah. Don't quit before we start. That's right, Sarah. I will not forgive you for this anytime soon.
I weep.
I noticed. We heard you whimpering earlier.
Oh god. So you said from a college student. Why
In Berkeley.
In Berkeley, open borders is a good thing because diversity is our strength. You cannot be an illegal person. There's no such thing as an illegal person.
What about an illegal citizen? Or a non-citizen, anyway. Somebody who came here illegally.
Are they still a person?
Yes, but doesn't mean they didn't come here illegally, doesn't it?
Well, you can't be an illegal person.
No, I think you can totally be in a place illegally. Are you allowed to be in a store after it's closed?
Yes, but that's a private company.
Isn't the U.S. a private country?
No.
Since when?
Since they put the what's the damn plaque on the Statue of Liberty? What happened to give us your poor, your destitute, your tangled and weak masses?
You're right, and we take in lots of them legally.
So see, that's why.
You didn't actually answer my question.
I did.
No, you didn't. You just danced around it and made a reference to the Statue of Liberty.
Exactly.
Which is French, by the way.
I answered the question.
No, you dodged it. And not even well.
I don't even know. You don't know what you're talking about.
Moving on. Sarah? Sarah, are you ready?
No.
Well, you're going to play anyway. Please explain to me why the Armenian genocide did not happen. By the way, you watch a lot of the Young Turks. This is your role.
Who are the Young Turks?
I was going to say, she doesn't even know who they are.
Armenian genocide deniers.
You're not wrong.
Are you better than everyone else? That's the real question here.
I'm going to hurt you.
So she's Anna Kasparian. That's what we've established.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm going to hurt you a lot.
And now for a bonus round.
Anton, make you stop.
No, the bonus round. This is the bonus round. Are you ready?
No.
I need you both to discuss with me why incels should be supported by the government and given government-established girlfriends. You're a female incel, Sarah. You're a male incel, Antoine. Go.
There's no such thing as a female incel.
Yes, there are. They exist.
Ew, it's a man. Get away from me.
That's a feminist, not an incel.
Isn't that the same thing?
Oh, no! You're supposed to do this from the perspective of the incel, not from the perspective of the smart person.
Sorry?
You guys are really bad at this game. And Sarah's whimpering again.
I'm not whimpering. I'm confused.
That's basically the same thing.
You're on your own.
Who's on their own? I'm
You.
not on my own.
Yes, you are. You're on your
No.
own. You get to talk about being a female incel.
No?
You don't get to just say no.
What? I don't really want to talk about this.
Antoine, next question goes to you. This is very important, so please pay attention so you can properly answer it.
All right.
As a member of the Westboro...
I am intently paying attention to you.
Shut the fuck up and listen then. As a member, in good standing, long term, of the Westboro Baptist Church, why does God hate fags?
Because it's against everything that the Bible stands for.
And what happens when fags are allowed to exist?
They go to hell.
Because what else happens?
Oh,
does that cause anything in the world?
Yes, it causes degeneracy. Once they see what's happening right now is since they are allowing the gays to get married, eventually people are going to start wanting to marry animals. We cannot let this happen.
You have created something awful.
I would like to know how gays marrying eventually runs into bestiality.
Because it's degeneracy. It's a slippery slope. Once you start letting the degenerates do one thing, they will eventually start doing the others.
Yes, but simply, allowing humans to, rail willy-nilly, I don't see how that bleeds over into railing animals willy-nilly.
Well, that's just because you don't understand humanity.
Okay, well, please explain.
Once you start letting them do things like this, they will continue to do things like this, and it just keeps getting worse. So once you go from, having anal sex with a man, it's going to continue getting more and more. They're going to want to get more and more desperate and more destitute.
Can you prove this?
Well, look at the rise of Vice.com spreading all of the lies about pedophiles being a sexuality.
Have you at any point in time engaged in bestial sex?
Not me, no.
Well, I mean, then how would you know that's where it goes? Have you engaged in homosexual sex?
No, it's against the Bible.
So how would you know if it leads somewhere if you haven't tried it?
I don't need to know that. I don't need to try it.
So you're saying that you know you don't like homosexual sex, but you never had homosexual sex.
What?
Have you had broccoli?
Yes.
Do you like broccoli?
Yes.
Why do you like broccoli?
Because it's good for you.
How do you know you like broccoli?
Because it's good for you.
No, how do you know you like it, though?
Because I've tried it.
Right, so how do you know if you do or don't like homosexual sex?
Because it's against the Bible.
Not what I asked. Have you had homosexual sex?
No.
Then you don't know if you even don't like it, then do you? For all you know, you could be a closet gay.
I'm not.
So what happens if you're a closet gay?
I'm not.
Does God hate you if that's the case? I mean, this is an interesting thing we should talk about here. So you've never had homosexual sex, so you don't know if you're gay or not. So you could be laboring under the assumption that God loves you, when in fact, God hates you.
What?
Well, Antoine's getting points now. He's at 60. Oh, never mind. Antoine's at 5,260. The keyboard is spoken.
Are you just banging your head against the keyboard?
No, I was typing, and apparently the backspace key didn't cooperate. Sarah, you're at 72. And a half. And I wrote and a half instead of typed out 0.5. I thought it was important. I've gone from meh to mehibberty-bajibit.
And what does that equate to?
Mehibberty-jibbit. By the way,
And
that's
how would you
spelled,
convert that in a multiplication table?
that's spelled M-I-H-I-B-B-E-R-T-T, or sorry, T-Y-G-I-B-B-E-T. Mehibberty-jibbit. On a multiplication table, that would be a lot of strange symbols and probably a bit of Fermat's equation.
All right, as long as you know how to make that work, that's fine.
I know everything.
How does a cyber demon enjoy broccoli? Because I've had it. I can choose to eat.
Yes, but do
You
you
can
enjoy
also choose to taste. It's really annoying.
That's true.
Have you had homosexual sex?
Trio?
He's not answering my question.
Trio, I'm bi.
Does that... Yeah, but do you know for a fact you like it?
I'm bi.
No, you're still here. You haven't left yet.
Oh my god.
Tom Leach wants to know if you download broccoli and if your last homosexual sexual activity was a torrent of jizz.
I don't think any of you need to know what goes on in his room. Half the time, I don't even need to know what goes on in there.
And yet she's in there. Frequently.
Which is why I say even I don't need to know.
And usually Mitzi's hiding in the closet.
Some strange reason.
Watching things. With her beady little Mitzi eyes.
She is a little creepy.
Now, Antoine, I have a question for you. And it's not a question that's crazy, so don't worry. What is one particular thought process prevalent on the far right or the far left that you really don't understand.
What one prevalent thought process on the far right or far left that I don't understand?
Yes.
Don't they have to have thought processes first?
My God, let him answer the question before you start belittling him.
I don't really care about either
No,
of
no.
it. I don't understand any of the thought process from far right or far left people.
Well, name one that particularly gets your goat.
All of them.
Name one, goddammit.
White supremacy.
It's everywhere, or it needs to happen.
No, it doesn't need to happen. It's...
No, the far right believes that white supremacy needs to happen, and the far left believes that it's everywhere already. Which version are you talking about?
Just white supremacy in general.
Well, that doesn't help me at all, so I'll pick my own. Sarah,
What?
I'm going to need you to pretend that you've been an activist for several years for the left's ideology. And please explain to us all how white supremacy, as a whole, systematically is affecting our nation.
Which side am I on?
The left.
Which means I believe...
That white supremacy is everywhere, and it's all white people's fault.
Oh.
For flavor, you're black. That means you're a bush cricket.
I am probably the palest person short of a vampire, and you want me to...
Shut up and play the role, damn it! This is the fate God has selected for you. The only thing you can do is play the cards you're given. Yes, I just called myself God.
You are not God.
I'm the God right now.
You are delusional at best.
And also God. Now answer the question, peon.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. And? I refuse to accept that you slapped me.
Made me feel better. I don't care what you accept.
Ow. That really hurt. Moving on.
Mm-hmm. All right. One more time for the question.
Oh my word. As a left activist, please explain how white supremacy is destroying our nation as a whole.
White supremacy is in the number of white people there are, or white supremacy is in Nazis?
Both, and also the above.
Well, everyone knows that old white politicians are inherently racist and keeping people of color down, and is that the right side, Antoine?
I have no idea.
Okay. That works for both questions. Moving on.
You're not even halfway trying anymore. It's really
No,
sad.
I'm genuinely trying. I am trying, Zach. The problem is A, I don't pay much attention to most of this bullshit, so I don't know what's going on. And B, I can't turn my brain off. And C, I'm not an actress.
Antoine, would you do me a favor and fuck her in the ear?
No?
No.
That would turn her brain off. Wait, I've got it. All joking aside, just fuck her. If you give her a quick orgasm, her brain will shut down for a little bit while she contemplates the orgasm.
I don't think that's ever actually worked like that.
That's exactly how that works. Damn Alien is correct. Mitzi is in fact out of the closet.
That's good to know.
She's laying in the warm spot Ishii left behind.
Again?
Uh-huh!
We've had this discussion, Mitzi. You promised.
And now comes the fun part of the game show. No, this is the fun part.
You know, I'm not really fond of your fun part.
I'm going to let you realize what you just said, and I'm going to let you rethink that. Just, I'll let you go ahead for a phrasing there,
No, I'm not worried about it.
Because you were definitely fond of my fun part when Shay was in control.
Oh, he's sharing those memories with you. Usually you run away from those thoughts.
I don't like them, but he's making sure I see them. Anyway, moving on. This is the fun part. We'll start with Antoine. Antoine, what would you like me to explain, and how would you like me to explain it?
This is the part where he's gotten tired of trying to get us to do it.
Oh no, you guys have already lost over and over and over again. It's very depressing. All of you have been driven quite bonkers. Now's your chance to get back your own.
I want you to explain MGTOW.
Oh, that's simple. But first, I have to get into the right mindset. Give me a second here. Trebuchets. White trash no states. Repeal the 19th. Alright, I'm good. Everyone, you know what I'm saying? It's me, it's your homie, Trio Penoid. We're right here. We're talking about repealing the 19th and such like. So everyone, listen here, listen close, listen carefully. Iron sharpening iron, steel honing steel. This is just man talk right now, me and my brothers. Yeah, I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? If you know what's good, you feel me? So, MGTOW is men going...
Trying to put thoughts together, or are you just babbling?
That's essentially MGTOW, but I was getting there.
Okay. Apologies, continue.
Good God, how dare you interrupt? I'm method acting right now. You whore! You whore! Now that's important. That's important for everyone to understand, is that women are just whores. They're gold diggers. All they want is your money and your energy and your time. You gotta go your own way, men. You gotta get away from these women and stop allowing them to control you. There's a gynocracy out there. It's controlled by women. It's a matriarchy. The legal system, everything right there, exactly. Tom Lee's right. Hypergamous whores. Everything is designed to benefit women. You got to get away from that. You got to pull yourself away from that. You got to become a MGTOW monk. You got to get red pill, the reddest pill of all. You got to just get the bottle, crack it open, get yourself a nice light beer, and just knock back those pills one by one. You don't have to be beholden to women anymore. You can be your own man. It's doable. It's easy. You can handle it. The best way to do it, the best way to get away from these vicious gold digging sluts, is to get yourself a real doll. And then on your smartphone, you get an app where you can talk to your real doll. Honestly, the only other way to handle women is just imagine them as just children. Giant, fuckable children with
You need to
tits.
stop now before I hurt you again.
It's the reddest pill of all. The reddest pill of all. Sarah, what would you like explained?
Third wave intersectional feminism.
Oh, that's easy. Let me get into character. Men are awful. Patriarchy. My vagina. All right. You see, every woman has what we call intersectional experience and lived experiences, and women as a whole need to overcome everything we've seen men do, because the patriarchy has held us down. It's time for us to shatter the glass ceiling. Women need more, and together women, whether they be white, black, yellow, or any other color in between, from all walks of life, need to stand together and allow our experiences to merge and mingle so we can bash the fash and destroy this patriarchal, systematically oppressive country. If we can bring it down to its knees, down to our level, we can rise above, and together we can make a new and equal society, one in which men understand that women can do anything they can do and do it better.
Alright, I have another one for you.
I didn't say that was the way this game is played.
Yeah, but I have
It's
another
back-
one for. I have another one for you.
It's his turn again. Don't
I-
ruin it.
No, but
It is
that
his
was
turn.
a bonus round.
Yeah, and there's another bonus round. I have another one for you.
This better be good. Otherwise, I'm going to make sure you get all the insanity points in the world plus a dicking.
I want you to explain the benefits of being otherkin.
Oh, see, that would be great, except that was directed towards you, Antoine.
No.
I can read the chat, too.
Yes, you can read the chat, but I'm putting it on you.
Antoine.
With
forgot
the
something.
caveat that you have to explain being planetkin.
All right, if it's really what you want. I mean, if this is really, really what you want.
I want you to explain being planetkin, yes.
All right, well, I mean, first off, it's pretty simple to explain that I'm planetkin. I am, in all ways except physical, a planet.
Yes, but what's the benefits of it?
Well, that you first said you wanted me to explain that I'm planetkin.
I said the benefits.
I'm getting there. I was waiting to make sure you were satisfied with how I'm planetkin. That right there is it.
Yes, I want to know.
The benefits of being planetkin is that I'm able to identify specifically with other planets, other planetary bodies. This is a skill most of you don't have, and I'm born with it.
You're born with it.
Well, of course. You may have to discover that you're otherkin.
Still be available to be a planet.
Well, see, here's the thing: is that I'm a planet on the astral level.
On the astral level.
Yes, of course.
What type of planet are you?
A big one.
Are you gaseous? Are you...
I'm very similar to Uranus.
So you're a gas giant?
If Uranus is a gas giant, yeah. Sarah, is Uranus a gas giant? Is Uranus gaseous?
Don't make me slap you again.
Now that I've derailed this conversation entirely, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Dementation games.
We still have more. We still have some time to go.
Well, yes, but that's when we talk about the end credits and everything. But first, we have to go through the scoring. So, Antoine, I'm awarding you negative 290 points, which puts you at roughly 4,000 and something. 4,000 and something. Sarah, your refusal to play the game was very hurtful to me, so I'm awarding you 1,000 points.
I wasn't not refusing to play the game. I just literally couldn't play it.
But also at one point, you actually really did break. So I'll be awarding you another 5,000 points. So you're at 6,072. The chat is insane, but I will capitalize that for you. And I myself have gone from Mahibberty Gibbet to Laxalustical.
To what?
Laxalustical.
And
That's
what
a real word. Can't
It's
be
a
real
word.
word.
I mean,
That's not a real word.
I decided it was. Mahibberty Gibbet's not a real word either, but no one complained.
That's
No,
'cause
we
it's a
knew
funny
that wasn't
word.
a real word.
So is Laxalustical. Now,
What does it mean?
I don't know. I'll find out through meditation, though. I'll write it down several thousand times, and eventually I'll be able to figure it out. That's how this works.
You'll be able to make it up.
Tom Leach says you can't say that word because it's our planetary word.
Tom Bleach, you're basically Pluto. Shut up.
Why is he Pluto?
Because he's not really a planet and no one cares.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's mean.
I'm a mean person. What can I say? Now, let's talk about tonight, all right?
I'm listening. And yes,
Well, let's-
the hibbity gibbet.
Let's talk, all right? Now, all of you lost, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because the things that you were talking about are actually insane.
Well, maybe. But here's my question, all right? Did you have fun?
I did, yes.
I was mostly confused.
Why were you confused?
Because flahibbity gibbet.
That too. Sarah, I think it would help you if you were to sit back for a second, take a deep breath, and imagine yourselves in the shoes of a social justice warrior.
No.
And
It
then
wouldn't help anybody.
explain to me.
Because I would be in the room with two men, which means I would automatically become violent and insane and accuse you of patriarchy and violence. And I would rather do that under my own impetus, not trying to be someone ridiculous.
Well, as I said, put yourself in the shoes of the social justice warrior. And explain to me why I'm waiting for her to get angry again. This isn't as fun when she's not angry.
Why what?
Why?
Why what?
Why are you a social justice warrior?
Because of men like you.
Oh.
And what have I done?
You exist.
Ouch.
Yes, but so do a lot of people.
Yes, but you're the one in front of me.
Oh, so it's just directional anger, huh?
No. it's
Doesn't
just
that sort of
you.
imply daddy issues?
No, it implies insane vampire issues.
Oh, so now you're against vampires, huh? So much for your intersectionality.
I'm against you.
Oh, that's pretty bigoted.
No, it's very specific.
Why do I feel like she stopped playing and she's now just actually angry?
You wouldn't be wrong. The look she's giving you is dangerous.
It's a good thing, Fate. That looks can't kill.
Oh, yeah, if somebody tried that once, it gave me indigestion.
Aren't you lucky?
Tom Leach says, bullshit. Neil deGrasse Tyson started some shit, and I was like, fine, fuck you. I'll go start my own planetary system with hookers and blackjack. You ain't Copernicus. You ain't even Bill Nye, bitch. Look, maybe 10 years ago, or even, 2 years ago, you ain't even Bill Nye would have been perfectly acceptable. But now Bill Nye is saying, hey, it's totally cool to be a social justice warrior. So I'm not sure that's really an insult you want to use. I wouldn't want to be Bill Nye either. I wouldn't even be Bill Nye. I really wouldn't. But like I said, that's the end of the Dementation games. Thank you for coming. If either of you have anything you'd like to add for the last 15 minutes of the show, by all means, add it away. I'm going to drink some chocolate milk.
No, this was fun.
Which did not come from black people. It's very depressing.
No, I think we're all glad that it doesn't come from people. All right,
There are 3 downvotes on this stream.
Well, that's clearly because they don't understand how much fun you were having.
Did you give me a downvote?
No,
I kind of bet she did.
I did not.
Antoine, Sarah gave us a downvote.
Sarah, why would you give us a downvote?
I didn't.
It's probably because she's a social justice warrior.
Right? Sarah!
And
Don't
pro-abortion.
even start, Antoine.
And anti-abortion. She's also on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's staffing team.
Shame on you, Sarah.
And she supports social justice.
Antoine,
What?
I'm going to hurt you. You don't recover as quickly as he does.
I do too.
Antoine can't just deny reality.
Darling, he's just having fun with you.
Cinder Shadow says death has a look.
It's a great deal of fun.
Cinder Shadow says death has a look, and you're getting it. It's not the first look a woman has given me.
That's true.
And it won't be the last.
Most of us just glare at him.
Incessantly. Well, I'm done, Antoine.
This was fun. I liked the idea of it. Not articles, but it was definitely something that would drive the chat insane. And we did get some interaction from them.
And we
I
got
do
some
wish-
high-quality cringe, too.
I do wish that next time you would give us some heads up so that I could at least do some research and know what you're talking about.
No. That would ruin the game. Sparky, if you're listening to this, by the way, do me a favor and clip her talking about darkies. I
No,
could use that.
do not.
I can use that.
I don't care. Do not.
I think we should all have clips about you talking badly about darkies.
What part of no are you missing?
I think everyone here could thoroughly appreciate that.
I'm going to hit you again.
Antoine, how would you feel about having a clip of Sarah talking poorly about African American people?
No, I don't think it's something that we should do.
Well, I'm going to find it myself then.
No.
I have the appropriate software now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Army of Snarkness. This has been Dementation Games. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I'm still laxalistical.
No one knows what that means.
I do.
If you like this, go ahead and hit like, share, subscribe, spread this around. God knows Zach needs more people to influence. Also, join us next week, where we will possibly have another episode of Snarkcraft. My name, of course, is Antoine the Great, and I've been joined by my two wonderful co-hosts, the final rider of the apocalypse, Death. You would all know her as Sarah. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. For the sake of all of us, goodbye.
As well as the person from your dreams, your fantasies, and your nightmares, the trio, Zach, Drake, and Shade.
The dementation is spreading.
Apparently, the dementation is indeed working. So thank you all for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope to catch you guys next time. Have a good night.